It's the holiday season and Tokyo Butter 23 has been relegated to the back room because Butter Granny's in town visiting from Europe and she's next door playing with my daughter, so I'm stuck in the back room bringing you content about upcoming releases. I can't believe I don't like this upcoming release. I am shocked that this sneaker that I'm bringing you today is not higher up my wish list because it is my all-time favorite sneaker. Today we're going to be having a look at the Air Jordan 4 tattoos. So as I said in the introduction, today it's all about the Air Jordan 4, and as I said in the introduction also, the Air Jordan 4 is my numero uno, ichiban ski, #1 sneaker that I love out there. I love Jordan 4s. Jordan 4s, then 12s, and then a bunch of other things, but the Jordan 4s are my all-time favorite sneaker. But I'm not getting behind this one today, and I'm going to tell you why. Just a quick word about subscribers and likes and shares and all those kind of things. The channel is growing little by little and I really appreciate it. I got some messages the other day from followers who were saying they were sharing my stuff on Facebook and Twitter and social media, and they're really helping growing the channel because that's how you get the awareness out there of what's going on at Tokyo Butter 23. So if you can share the channel on your social media, you will make a difference, and I really appreciate that. Please, please, please back the channel. Push it on the way and we'll get those subscribers on the up. So with that being said, let's get into this Jordan 4 tattoo. It comes to us at an interesting time in the season. It's after Christmas and after a lot of people have gone to the shops to buy stuff already, so you'd think a Jordan 4 would come out before Christmas, especially as it comes out with a GS, a grade school silhouette, so it's there for kids and adults alike. You'd think they'd bring this out in the lead up to Christmas to boost sales, but they didn't. They've left it till after Christmas, so it's a strange time to drop this kind of silhouette. But here it is, a Jordan 4 tattoo. It took me quite a while to work out what the tattoo was. As you can see, the upper is very, very much covered in these black tattoo markings, and I really couldn't make out what they were. And if I'm honest with you, even though I know what they are now, it's still hard to make out. What you can see here is a basketball. It's kind of blurred, difficult to see, but that's a basketball. So if I flip back to the full upper from having a look at that close in, then you can see the basketballs dotted about across the upper in the tattoo. And what it looks like to me is a cave painting. That's just me. It looks like a cave painting from the south of France that somebody might have done while Dad was out hunting caribou or something. I think if Jordan were really wanting to get this upper right, they could have either made it less busy so it's easier to see what the story is or what the actual tattoos are, or made it even busier still so there's just no way you can see it. It's really, really detailed and you have to look really close up to understand what's going on there. But it's what the Japanese call chu to hampa, which means right in the middle. It's not far enough away for it to be seeable, if you like, from a distance, and it's not detailed enough for you to have a good close-up look at it. It's chu to hampa, it's in the middle, and it's not great to be there. Looking at the rest of the sneaker, you can see that there's a black, white, and fire red sort of theme going on. The colorway itself is actually really clean. If you look at the outsole with the mix of colors on there, looks really, really good. If you look at the profile where the mud guards are coming up from the side and they add a flash of color to the upper, which would otherwise be a little bit too black and white without it, it looks really, really good. And then those distinctive waffle eyelets on the top there as well and fire red look really, really good. And the colorway of the sneaker really, really looks good. The balances of where the reds are, the blacks are, the whites are, they kind of get together. Now, if you saw my recent Air Jordan 3 Mocha review, you'll know that I don't like it when there's too much of one color on a sneaker, and I thought those Mochas had too much white on them and not enough Mocha. But in the case of this sneaker, the actual base colorway, the fire red, the black and the white looks great. It's just that tattoo that kind of gets over the top of them and gets in the way. And one final thing to take a look at in this sneaker, it's a bit unusual to review perhaps, but if you look from above down into the sneaker, the cushioning around the top line looks incredibly comfortable. I mean seriously comfortable. It looks like they've put a lot of their efforts into making this sneaker a very, very comfortable 4 to wear. But all in all, I have to give this Jordan 4 a thumbs down, and that really, really hurts me. I do not like downvoting Jordan 4s. I do love that silhouette, that Jordan 4 silhouette, but to be honest, these sneakers with that tattoo upper, I think people are going to be right on them. There's going to be hype and they're going to sell really well, but I think it's going to be one of those quick ups and downs. It's just a bit too gimmicky. They're not really going to last. In about 3 months' time, people will not be wearing them and they'll be back in the closet and they'll be forgotten about. So Jordan brand, I'm afraid I have to say you got it wrong on this one, but that's just my personal opinion. Okay, it's time for me to check off and say goodbye to you guys today. Thanks for checking in as usual. Thanks for subscribing and liking, hitting that little like button down below. It doesn't cost anything, doesn't take much effort, but it really makes a difference to the channel. So if you could click the like down below, I'd really appreciate it. For now, this is Tokyo Butter 23 checking off from Tokyo. Thank you for checking in today, guys. I really appreciate your being here and viewing my content. Over here, we have the channel subscribe button. Channel登録ぜひお願いします. Over here, we have the video I recommend you watch next. こちらはおすすめです. And up here, we have a link to the channel introduction video. こちらはチャンネルのプロフィールのvideoです. Check them out. Clicking on them really helps the channel.